So in my lab, we do work on building large-scale brain models. And to date, we've built the world's largest functional brain model. It has about 6.5 million neurons and billions of connections. And what we're doing with this model is simulating each individual neuron, connecting them all together, and then seeing how they can give rise to the sorts of behaviors we see in people. Well, when we first built this model about 5 years ago, it ran 9,000 times slower than real time. So it can take extremely long in order for one simulation to happen. With Graham and the kinds of software improvements we've done recently, we can run things about 10 times slower than real time, which is great, 900 times improvement. But we also want to run many, many individuals. So each of the models is kind of like an individual person, and we have to run many at the same time to get reliable results.
My research basically embodies process systems engineering and multi-scale modeling. So my current research areas are dynamic optimization under uncertainty, integration of design and control, multi-scale modeling, and the development of new materials in the area of CO2 capture and advanced energy systems. We have been able to identify new mechanisms that have never been thought of before, and that is what it makes Graham so useful. Otherwise, we will not be able to come up with these discoveries, right? And that's what we mean by innovation in our case, right? Being able to discover things that have never been considered before. For example, right now, again, we are able to obtain results faster, at a faster pace. If I go back, for example, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, we were able to get results, but not at the same pace that we are getting them now. So that allows us to move research faster and be able to publish and get new results in a faster pace and be able to do new discoveries that will lead new research avenues, right, in our research, and will allow us to obtain new discoveries and, again, basically exploit that area.
Graham's been operating for a little under a year now, and we've done over 6 million jobs, and there's over 400 million files stored on the file system. Graham has 20 petabytes of disk space and over 3 times as much storage on tape. Graham consumes 400 kilowatts of power, that's equivalent of about 400 households, and produces science results and heat, and it produces a lot of heat in a very small amount of space. So we need to do a specialized cooling solution. So we bring water to the rear door in a large radiator, and the radiator is what's used to take the heat from the rack and cool it down back to room temperature. If we do lose power, we have our storage and critical systems on a battery backup system, and that allows those systems to continue running in the case of a power outage. And those batteries are backed by generators, so we're able to keep the critical infrastructure running for indefinite periods of time. So Graham's connected to the R&E network that Orion and Canary run nationally. We currently have a 20 gigabit connection into that network, and we're upgrading it this summer to be 100 gigabit. That allows the researchers to move their data in and out of Graham, move their data to a different system to perform different types of computation. Any researcher doing a large simulation, visualization, data analysis, deep learning from any field requires high-performance computing tools like Graham. First step for a researcher is to go to the Compute Canada website and get their credentials, get their account set up. And after that, they can connect into Graham and submit their jobs, do their visualization, get a remote desktop, spin up something in the cloud, whatever's needed to do their research. SharkNet runs a weekly new user seminar to help users understand how Graham actually functions. We do bi-weekly webinars. They're recorded, they're up on our YouTube channel. And we also do week-long summer schools where we can get really in-depth into different topics of high-performance computing. Putting tools like this in the hands of Canadian researchers benefits everyone. By enabling their research, we're able to study things like traffic flow, weather patterns, climate change. We're able to do better engineering for cars and planes, things that impact everyone's day-to-day life.
Innovation portfolio is a major portfolio for the University of Waterloo, and so a lot of work working with industry and walking the path outside, building an innovation ecosystem, helping industry transform themselves. Graham has allowed a transformation for all fields at Waterloo and also with all our partners in the supercomputing consortium to allow understanding new problems related to key areas that, of course, we are interested in, but others are, like artificial intelligence, to allow an understanding of how new questions might evolve to match the data that are available to understand them. So it's a complete transformation of fields of research through the ability to gather and understand modeling and phenomena in different ways.